Do you have a love-hate relationship with money? Would you love it if you had more, but you hate it because you don't? Does money intimidate you? Do you feel like it's so hard to get ahead financially? Does the lack of money scare you, even just a little bit? Because I can and have answered yes to these questions, I decided to do something about my relationship with money. With high inflation, ever-rising interest rates, and a looming recession, financial smarts can help you not just tread water and barely survive, but thrive. If you want to liberate yourself, please join me on my journey to build financial fitness if you too want financial liberation. I'm Dawn from Project Liberate, where I'm concerned with all things that have to do with liberation. Financial liberation is what I'm addressing in this series of videos. For most of my life, I found finances beyond the basics daunting. How about you? Do things like financial terminology, stocks, bonds, securities, taxes, simply getting out of debt or budgeting cause you to feel overwhelmed, a bit lost, maybe even a bit discouraged? You're not alone. Based on an S&P Global Financial Literacy Survey, 52% of women and 62% of men are financially literate. 64% of people in high income are financially literate, as opposed to 47% in a lower income bracket. What does this tell us? Approximately 48% of women and between 38% and 52% of men are not financially literate. Can you see that there's a correlation between financial literacy and income bracket? I don't believe in coincidences. Why is this important? I mean, money isn't everything, right? It matters because if you're not in control of your input and your output, what you bring in and what you pay out, just to begin with, you can't get ahead. Never mind liberate yourself. Don't feel bad or ashamed about not understanding finances. I mean, personally, I think that's what keeps us financially out of shape. We think we should know, but we don't know, and sometimes we just simply don't know where to start. I mean, when folks start talking about finances, the terminology alone, the stock market, bonds, dividends, consumption, expenditures, etc., can seem, because it mainly is, like a foreign language. But I'm here to tell you that if you dive in, you don't let fear and the shame of not knowing or understanding deter you, meaning scare you off, you can and you will become financially fit. You don't get a fit body by just desiring one. You have to put in the work. To get physically fit, you should eat well, do cardio, work on your core, strength training, stretch, and then you have to work to maintain your physical level. Physical fitness helps you to live longer and have a more enjoyable life because you're taking care of your body, your mind, and your spirit. We can't ignore our bodies because it affects our quality of life. Financial fitness is so similar. You have to put some work in to understand finances, but you see your progress relatively quickly, and that will give you the confidence that you need to keep going. That's what I'm experiencing. We can't continue to ignore finances because it will greatly affect our quality of life. When we become financially fit, our quality of life can improve in ways that we never dreamed about. I think it has never been easier to become financially smart or fit because there are so many sources out here making financial literacy accessible to all. I'm going to share everything that I've been learning on my journey, as well as books and articles I've been reading, practices and meditations to help sort out money wounds and fears, learning strategies to help the retention, that's the remembering of new information, and more fabulous resources that I've discovered along the way that will make your journey to financial fitness so much more doable. It's so important to remember that we are not alone. We are no longer going to let our money fears and wounds and shame over not knowing negatively impact the quality of our lives. Knowledge is power, but retention and application are key. Let's do this. Caveat number 1. Yes, there may be more. Full disclosure. While I have done several video interviews because I do like the camera, the people, and communicating, it is the first time that I'm filming myself with a whole setup, light kit, teleprompter, so if it looks and sounds a little bit wackadoodle, that's temporary. If you care to, pay attention to the content. It is heavy hitting, charged material which has the possibility of changing your life. And if you're still watching, well, it's information you need to know. We both need to know, right? I appreciate you up front. Now, why the teleprompter, you might ask yourself? The material I'm discussing in this series, Financial Literacy Leading to Financial Liberation, is info that I'm still integrating, right? I'm taking information from lots of different sources, synthesizing it, integrating it, still learning, and it's quite involved. So to do you and the significant info justice, I'm teleprompting. You feel me? Just a little reminder. You were the light of the world. That's why you're here. That's your only function. I am the light of the world. That's why I'm here. That's my only function. May you be well. May you be happy. This has been a 721 Yellow Banana production. Please remember to like, subscribe, and share.